Welcome back to day 3 of our 15-day yoga challenge. So today we are going to be doing a yoga flow for a strong core. If you're ready for day 3, then I'll meet you on the mat. Okay, so we are going to begin today's practice in a child's pose. So coming down to the mat in your child's pose of choice, whether it's a wide leg or a narrow leg child's pose, we're going to meet here. Beginning your flow of breath, breathing deep in through the nose and out through the nose. Allowing the body to warm up with the rhythm of the breath. We're going to be here for a couple minutes, so find a movement and rhythm of breath that works for you. Taking some space here to bring awareness to the body, to the mind, to your surroundings. Maybe even setting an intention here for the practice. And then I want you to take 3 more breaths. And then on your next breath out, we're going to take an inhale and take one arm off to the side of the mat. Take the other hand to follow. So we get a nice side stretch here on our child's pose. Taking one full breath here. Exhale, inhale back to center. Exhale, switch sides. One full breath. Back to center. And then we're going to come up to a tabletop. And as always, we're going to begin with a little bit of a wrist warm up so we can ease into our practice without causing any harm. So we're coming into a tabletop. We're going to gently rock back and forth, extending all the way through our palms and our fingertips. And we'll kind of go side to side. We can even turn the fingers or the hands around, facing the fingertips towards the body. And again, going back and forth here. And then we're going to turn them so the hands are on their back side. And we're going to inhale, come down, pressing into the palms. Exhale, roll the palms into fists and actually press up through the hands. Do that a couple more times. Inhaling on the way down, exhale on the way up. 2 more times. And back to neutral, back to our tabletop, spreading out those fingers, palms. I'm going to roll through a couple cat-cows. So inhale, looking up to the front of our mat, to the sky. Exhale, tuck it under, rolling through that core, and keeping the rhythm with the breath. Couple more rolls here. One more. And then back to tabletop. We're going to exhale. We're going to plant those hands out of hands width forward. And we're going to press back into a down dog. So pressing back into that down dog. And as you press back into your down dog, you can begin to pedal out your legs, warming up the body even more, especially if you're feeling a little tight today. It's always good to take a few extra minutes on your warm-up. And then we're going to come back to neutral. And I want you to take 3 breaths here. Beginning to feel your body and its warmth, but especially in your core. We're going to be focusing on the core today, so it's really important to warm up the body. And then we're going to exhale forward. Walk the hands up to the front and the feet. And inhale, come halfway up, half back, or flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to mountain. Standing tall. Take 1 big breath. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, hands back up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale, come halfway up one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Planting the hands, stepping the feet back. And we're warmed up. So starting off in plank, if you feel like you need to come down to your forearms, you can definitely shift down into a forearm plank if that feels more comfortable. But I do challenge you to be up on your hands today. Feels okay. Taking 3 more breaths here in our plank. One more breath. Exhale. Shift back to down dog. And as we're in our down dog, I want you to actually take one hand and touch the opposite leg. So these are called alternating down dog taps. So we're going to inhale, take our right hand, tap our left calf, back to center. Left arm to right leg, back to center. Kind of get this rhythm, down dog plank. And I want you to repeat it about 4 to 6 times here. Keeping the movement of the breath with the body all the way through it. One more time. And back to center, to our plank. We're going to lower it down all the way to the mat. Taking a moment here to catch our breath. We're going to inhale, press into those palms. Slowly come up for a little cobra. Exhale. Back down. From cobra, we're going to shift back up into a plank. Taking 1 big breath here. Then I want you to exhale, plant 1 palm, so I'm going to plant my left. Turn, roll over, and then gently rise into a side plank. Making sure we're not collapsing into that wrist. Pressing all the way through, hands and the fingertips. Breath. Exhale, roll it over to the other side. And again, if this is a little too much for you, you can always come down to your forearms, pause whenever needed. So back to center. And then we're going to shift back into a child's pose here. Catching our breath. Checking back in. And on the next inhale, we're gonna come back up. And we're gonna do one more last little mini plank series, and then we'll come down to the mat. So from our tabletop, shift back, down dog. Exhale, inhale back to center, plank. And we're gonna do a couple plank up and down. So this is a really great posture to help. Obviously with the upper body, plank is a great pose for that, but to really help build a long, strong core back. So I love utilizing plank in my strength practice. So we're gonna inhale, lower one arm, lower the other. Exhale. Inhale, place one arm back up, and then the other. So it's just up, down, up, down. And then we're gonna repeat this again 4 to 6 times. So let's begin. One more. Exhale. Child's pose. From child's pose, we're going to shift back up to tabletop, coming into a seat on our mat, rolling through. So now that we're on the mat, we're going to come and we're going to do a couple other core exercises that are different than plank that I like to utilize a lot. They're a little bit of a Pilates style, but I think they're great to incorporate into any yoga practice. So coming down to the mat, laying flat on your back. And as we get into a comfortable position here on the mat, I want you to make sure that your back is glued into the mat. So we don't want to be arched up, have room underneath. We really want to try to press our back and our core as much as we can into the mat and the ground below us, so we can really activate our core. So once you're in a comfortable position, we are going to be doing a half bicycle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one leg up. We can do a reverse tabletop, right? So we have one leg up, keep one leg straight. I'm going to take that opposite arm to the opposite leg. So I have my left arm, my right knee here. So I'm bringing my left arm to my right knee, and then all I'm going to do is raise and lower that left leg. I want you to do about 15 here. And then we'll switch sides. Keeping the breath. One more. Back to center. Switch sides. Another 15 here. And back to center. Roll it back down. Give yourself a nice big hug. Like hugging your legs in here. Kind of rolling side to side. Doing any last stretches or poses that you're called to. Kind of like to end my core workouts with a little bit of a happy baby. Slowing it down. And when you're ready, we're going to come all the way into Savasana, laying down on the mat. Getting comfortable here on your mat. Begin to settle your breath. Checking into your body. Noticing where you were at the beginning of practice compared to now. As you breathe here, allow your entire body to settle. Relaxing now after we've done quite a bit of work. Settling into the space. Allowing any thoughts to just be put off to the side. Offering yourself some gratitude for showing up on the mat today, especially on Saturday for an ab workout. Taking a few more breaths here. Allowing each breath to get heavier and heavier. When you're ready, we're going to keep our eyes closed. Wiggle our hands and our feet. We're going to come rolling over to our side. And then we're going to press up, coming into a seat. And again, with those eyes closed. Allow your body to start to reawaken a little bit. Taking one more big breath in, opening up the chest, shoulders, inhaling all the way through the stomach. Exhale, release through the mouth. Bringing those arms up above head and down to heart center. Thank you for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.